This week on Legend City Wrestling, Moncton, New Brunswick's own Titus goes one-on-one with Sexton Phoenix. Then, Dynamite Dylan Davis goes head-to-head with Narcis Satan, accompanied by Jessica Priest. Welcome everybody to this edition of LCW's Legends of Wrestling here on NTV. I'm the voice of LCW, Commissioner Mike Barrington, along with my broadcast colleagues, John the Biz Bennett and Dan Bjorkdahl.
Thanks a lot, guys. It's definitely and truly an honor to be able to sit here and call the action with each and every one of you here on NTV.
Fantastic. And now we've got Sexton Phoenix in the ring, and he's got some thoughts that were pre-recorded earlier. Let's go to those now.
7 years. 7 years! I've been in the wrestling business, fighting tooth and nail to get my name out there, to get successful. And every time I've had a chance, I've been shut down. But not tonight. Tonight's been a long time in the making, Titus. You've been all over the world, and you're one of the best around. But tonight is my night. Tonight on LCW on NTV is my night. And everybody's gonna see it. And the Phoenix will rise from the ashes.
And that level of intensity is precisely why Sexton Phoenix is on top of his game here in Legend City Wrestling, and precisely why the dreadlock, boa-wearing freak Titus doesn't have what it takes to hang with Phoenix.
I don't know. I tend to disagree with you there, Mr. Biz. Titus is definitely one of the biggest up-and-coming, if not current stars in Legend City Wrestling, having just come off a tour all over England. Definitely a crowd favorite. Brings a lot of intensity, a lot of fire, a lot of excitement. We'll see exactly what he's made of here in an LCW ring. What do you think, Mike?
And the fans are definitely behind Titus tonight. I agree with you very much there, Dan. And definitely a very, oh my goodness, and a cheap shot right here from Sexton Phoenix.
I don't know, Biz is talking about the tenacity and the excitement and...
the intensity, Dan. I'm talking about the intensity. It doesn't matter how much the fans cheer for you. If you don't have that hunger to get ahead in that ring, you are not actually going to go anywhere. And Phoenix right now is showing that paying too much attention to those peons who are sitting in the cheap seats is actually going to cost you at the end of the day.
Well, I don't think there's a bad seat in the house with the CLB Armory, but Sexton Phoenix certainly taking the cheap route here early on in this match.
Well, I don't know. Look at that technical skill just demonstrated by Phoenix as he goes into a backslide straight into a DDT.
This is what I'm talking about. That intensity, that technical skill from Sexton Phoenix, that will to be on top. And look, this is a perfect time for him to let everybody know how much better he is than everybody else in the arena. Not only just Titus, but every single one of those little cheap punks.
Well, listen here, Biz. The one problem I got with Sexton Phoenix right now is that every time he gets one or two shots in, he spends more time hanging off the ropes and pointing at those so-called little punks that you call him in the front row. Sure, he gets these, one or two shots right into the back and is keeping Titus down, but we'll see if the strategy actually works.
Well, thus far it's been very effective, Dan. And right now the proof is in the pudding.
Look at this, another cheap shot. He's choking him with his own shirt.
You know what? You can call it cheap, but Sexton Phoenix knows he's got that 5 count, and he's going to utilize it to his full advantage.
Well, if that's what you call utilizing it to his advantage by playing an unfair game, then so be it. All I'm here to do is to call the action as I see it, and that, my friend, actually looks like it's a cheap shot.
And Sexton Phoenix now slapping on that rear chin lock, really showing his experience here as he keeps Titus grounded and starts to wear him down.
But here's the problem, though, is I don't think that Sexton Phoenix, with Titus's experience and all the fans obviously cheering him on, as you can hear in the background, I don't think he's going to be able to keep him down on the mat for too long.
Now, they've definitely got the fans' support firmly behind Titus now as he battles out of that chin lock.
Oh, 2 elbows off the ropes, and he gets a knee to the gut. But hang on, we'll be back after this commercial break. Stay tuned. And we're back from our commercial break here at the CLB Armory in St. John's. Sexton Phoenix in firm control, trying to go up for the suplex. Second time, he's up and over. Mike, what do you think about this overconfident control that Sexton Phoenix has in this match?
He's definitely confident right now, Dan, and as we see referee Chris Walsh get a 2 count, and Titus certainly showing his experience as well.
But here, sorry to cut you off, but do you think that the fact that Titus has been so well-traveled recently, he might just actually be worn out, which could give Sexton Phoenix a bit of an advantage in this match?
It certainly could play into it, Dan, but I'm thinking more so the experience that he's gained with all that travel is going to play into this match more so.
Well, here Titus comes back with the jawbreakers, which sends Sexton Phoenix into the corner. Mr. Biz, what's your opinion on Phoenix taking a bit of a smack here?
Well, you know something? This is all due to an actual illegal action. I'm not going to point it out to anybody because if you fools are too slow to actually pick it out yourselves, I'm not going to point it out. Titus is a cheater. Titus is cheating, and Chris Walsh is helping him because he's a biased official.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
What a high cross body off the top rope. He only got a 2 count. I don't know what you're talking about there, Mr. Biz. I didn't see any cheating whatsoever. All I saw was
you didn't see Chris Walsh actually drop down that time and deliver a fast count?
Fast count? I don't know. I don't even think myself nor any of the viewers on NTV know what you're talking about, Mr. Mike Barrington. Did you see anything?
I saw nothing, and the only thing I've seen that's been cheatable in this match has been the actions of Sexton.
Wait, who is that? That's Max Power coming down the ring.
What's he doing?
He just hauled Titus out of the ring, and he's beating him up, throws him into the ring post. Biz, do you have anything to do with this?
I have nothing to do with this, except for I'm going to sit back and enjoy watching Max Power and Sexton Phoenix, 2 guys who have been held down by the power structure here in Legend City Wrestling. And that's right, I'm talking about you, Dan, and I'm talking about you, Mike, holding these 2 youngsters down. And they're sick of it, so they're going to take their aggressions out on your golden boy, Titus.
I have no idea what you're talking about here, Biz. We play things fair and square, but here Max Power, no! Titus ducks and he nails his buddy, Mr. Sexton Phoenix. Max Power goes after Titus, and up and over, there he's out of the ring. Titus just clean house, took advantage of a bit of a lapse of brain skills, if you will. And now he's sitting there in the ring by himself with Sexton Phoenix and Max Power running with their tails between their legs.
It's not running with their tails between their legs, Dan. It's actually living to fight another day. They're going to go backstage and regroup for sure, and when they come back, it's going to be worse.
And Titus calling for the microphone now. I think he's got a few words to say.
Hey, both of you don't go anywhere, because I have something important I'd like to say. Sexton Phoenix, for someone who talks a whole lot of smack, you sure can't back it up, punk. You want to attack me from behind? You want to pull my hair? You want to call out your little goon to help you win this match? Well, guess what? You lost, punk. I did not come all the way to St. John, Newfoundland to win a match by disqualification. And since you lost already tonight, I have an idea. Hey, you! Look at me when I'm talking to you, punk. You want to stick your nose into my business? I still got some fight in me. So how about you and I have ourselves a little match later on tonight?
That sounds like a wonderful idea. What do you think, Mike?
Well, it's great, but unfortunately, that match is going to have to happen next week on LCW's Legends of Wrestling.
Oh, you're kidding me. Next week? I got to wait a full week to see this match?
Well, there you got it,
Sorry,
punk.
kids.
How about you go get ready back there, not to come in and cheat, but to come in and fight.
We got to
like
take a commercial break in a
punk.
couple seconds. next week, we're going to see this match. One-on-one, Power and Titus. And fans, we are back for the second match of Legends of Wrestling here on NTV. Making his way down the aisle, Dynamite Dylan Davis. I must say, he's looking pretty dynamite, no pun intended. He's been hitting the gym, hasn't he there, Mike?
Certainly has, but he's looking a little perturbed tonight as well.
Well, you know what? Before we actually see a great athlete like Dynamite Dylan Davis compete in front of all these peons, Max Power has a few words about the issue challenged by Titus for next week's episode.
So Titus, I hear you decided to challenge me, the one, the only Max Power. You can go ahead and Google that, by the way. So I'm here to accept your stupid little challenge with your stupid dreadlocks, your dumb bandana, and that stupid boa. I'm here to tell you that I'm gonna break you, I'm gonna pin you 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna regret ever challenging Max Power.
And Max Power with a very stern warning for your golden boy, Dan, the hippie freak Titus. And I can't wait until next week when Max Power breaks him in half and that piece of garbage is carted out of Legend City Wrestling for good and Max Power's hands are raised victorious.
I don't really know what you're talking about, Golden Boy. I just give everyone the fair opportunity that they deserve based on how they perform in the ring. But listen, with next week aside, here we have the very talented, high-flying Narcis in the ring with the lovely Jessica Priest, Mike.
Definitely. Narcis ain't no stranger to the LCW ring. This is probably his third or fourth match with us now on NTV. He's with the lovely Jessica Priest, as we see, and he's taking on Dynamite Dylan Davis right there on your screen. Davis has been working very hard in the gym, and he's certainly been honing his skills, but he seems to have developed a little chip on his shoulder lately.
Chip on his shoulder, Mike? How can you even say that? This man woke up and smelled the coffee and actually realized that he is better than every single person in this arena. He's more talented, more athletically gifted, he looks better, and this new attitude is great. Despite the deck stacked against him here in Legend City Wrestling, with this new attitude, this kid can really go places. And with his new tag team partner, Hotshot Danny Duggan, the other half of the tag team Jacked and Fanny Pack, the sky is the limit. I love this new attitude, despite what you two may think.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if this new so-called chip on the shoulder, as Mike called it, or like you said, Mr. Biz, attitude, if this is actually going to be carrying him to a path of victory, or if it's actually going to be the reason that he ends up in the losing column. Davis actually gets control right off the bat with the arm. He's
rolling on the river, Dan!
Oh, geez, what a lovely move. He actually gets control back, but here we go. Pulling on the hair. Davis is actually moving him right back into the corner. Referee trying to get the 5 count. Throws him into the opposite corner. Mr. Saint, gives him a big boot right in the midsection.
Oh, and there we see the high-flying action of Narcis Saint.
What a lovely arm drag. Second one, and he gets control right back into the armbar with Biz, your little boy, Dynamite Davis, right on the ground.
Dynamite Davis is very simply just feeling Narcis Saint out. And I'd like to point out that I have nothing against Narcis Saint. I think he's a very talented individual. I think he just really needs to lose the skirt so he can take the next step in this game.
Come on there, Biz. There's no need for name calling. As Saint actually tosses Dynamite outside the ring. What's he going to be doing? Is he setting him up?
I don't know.
Getting the crowd right into it, and there's a lovely Jessica Priest cheering him on.
Oh my goodness, there he goes!
A lovely tope outside of the ring. We're taking a commercial break. Stay tuned. And we're back from our commercial break here at the CLB Armory on Harvey Road in St. John's. And Mike and John, I know we agree to disagree on a lot of facts, but I think one thing is for certain, as great as LCW Legends of Wrestling is on NTV, there is nothing better than catching LCW live, as it will be tonight, 7 o'clock at the CLB Armory on Harvey Road. And tonight being March 16th, isn't that correct there, Mike?
That's correct. Saturday, March 16th. That's tonight. You can see LCW live at the CLB Armory in St. John's on Harvey Road. Tickets are $15 at the door. If you want to, you can check out our website, legendcitywrestling.com, or call toll-free 1-855-LEGEND-4.
Wicked. Cannot wait for that show tonight. Anyways, there's Dynamite Dylan Davis with a 2 count. Saint kicking out. Mr. Biz, what do you think about your boy, Dynamite Dylan Davis, in firm control tonight?
And right now, I think this is absolutely fantastic. The actual experience that's been handed down by his tag team partner, Hotshot Danny Duggan. Dynamite Dylan Davis is going straight to the top, and there's nobody that can stop him.
Well, before he goes straight to the top, I certainly hope he actually gets up from the canvas after missing that headbutt. With the referee counting to 10, both men are down. I'm wondering if either one of them are going to be able to get up. But with Narcis Saint having the lovely Jessica Priest in his corner, I do think he might have a slight advantage there, Mike.
Definitely, and as you can see, both competitors making their way up, and now a couple of stiff shots in the ring.
Well, Narcis Saint blocking Dynamite Dylan Davis's punches, throwing back punch with a chop right back to the corner, launches him. Dynamite Dylan Davis reverses it. Narcis Saint hits the corner, gets out of the way. Boom, what a flying forearm from Mr. Narcis Saint, coming back with the clothesline.
And the crowd is firmly behind Narcis Saint now.
And a huge elbow from Saint. And Narcis Saint picks up Dynamite for a huge belly-to-back suplex. And with the crowd firmly behind him, it appears as though Mr. Saint is actually catching his second win, Mike.
Definitely.
With a huge boot to the head. I don't know if Dynamite Dylan Davis has anything left in him there, John.
Of course, he barely has anything left because every shot that was delivered by the sneaky Narcis Saint was a closed fist.
Oh, here we go.
Guys, I honestly thought that we actually administered regular vision tests to our referees. Clearly, Matt Wheeler managed to squeak his way out of them.
Again, John, you know, I challenge you one day to actually officiate one of these matches and see how easy it is on your own self.
Hey, you know what? Considering how you make all the rules here, Mike, and Dan, you seem to sign my paychecks. Why don't you guys make it official? Put the money on the table. Put your money where your mouth is. I can out-official any of these chumps any day of the week.
Well, here's the thing, John Biz, is that we're here to gain ratings, not lose them. And unfortunately, putting you on the television screen, chances are I don't think we'd be getting too many viewers tuning in the following week anticipating to see someone like you again.
Well, that's true, but let's take it under advisement, Dan.
Oh, here we go. Anyways, back to the action with Dynamite Dylan Davis in firm control. Saint looks to have lost a bit of his touch. Squeaks in through the top 2 ropes. What a reverse kick to the cranium of Dynamite Dylan Davis. He seems to be out for the count. Here's Narcis Saint climbing to the top ropes there, Mike.
What could this be, Dan?
I don't know. This could be his patent flying elbow. No!
450 splash right to his face!
All right in the canvas. That's gotta hurt. What's Dynamite gonna do now? A boot to the midsection.
Oh no, is he gonna take advantage?
But here he's holding out to the ropes.
He's holding the ropes!
The ref, he's holding.
A 3 count!
You have got to be kidding me.
I absolutely love it. For once, one of your officials actually managed to do something right and count the 1, 2, 3 on a completely clean and legitimate pinfall. And Dynamite Dylan Davis walks out of here as a victor on Legends of Wrestling here on NTV.
What a very poor way to end Legends of Wrestling here this Saturday. Unbelievable. Clearly cheating, clearly hanging onto the ropes. This is done. Stay tuned next week. We'll see you 1:30 on NTV.